So this is my submission for the first public lecture, which is the one I found more interesting. So it was the Italian professor and the dancer who gave their presentation about the intersection between science and art. So the first part of his presentation was presenting his research, which was all very cool stuff, like fiber bundles, really abstract math, and physical concepts. And he used very artsy renders and models, which admittedly was extremely cool. And I think the concepts themselves are super cool. But using that as an intersection of art, I think, is somewhat flawed because uh, those renders are specifically made to look very visually appealing and don't necessarily speak on the natural beauty of those concepts. So then the real meat and what I found the most riveting part was the artists showing advanced physics concepts throughout their art without necessarily knowing those concepts. So I think the most impressive one is Da Vinci's sketch of flowing water, which is very technical to draw and also is apparently very fluid, dynamically accurate. And this can be explained, though, through just pure observation, where if you look at that fountain for long enough and you're skilled enough at drawing exactly what you see, in that way, the physical concept will be perfectly modeled. And it does take a scientific mind to do pure observation like that, but it can't really be shown as, true genius and knowing all the stupid equations that go along with it. The cooler one was probably Starry Night, because according to astronomers, the stars in the sky are extremely accurate to the actual physics of the galaxies and all that kind of stuff. And this transitions more into how what we find beautiful often models true physical concepts. So that Starry Night is somewhere in the middle of pure observation and pure abstract aesthetics. But then finally, uh, one topic that I find really interesting is like natural phenomenon and ratios found within our interpretation of aesthetics. So a lot is the Fibonacci spiral in placing things in images or like face structure and that kind of stuff, where it really makes you think whether or not our view of what is aesthetic and what isn't aesthetic is natural, or if it's been pre-programmed, or if it's just from us observing the world as we see it. And like, natural spirals and that kind of stuff are all physical concepts we see, and therefore ones that we might find beautiful due to our like view of nature. And then finally, the dance. I thought he lost me here. They hooked up the brainwaves of him writing equations to a lady doing interpretive dance, and then basically hooked it up to a uh, music generator, and that just really didn't show anything. Like, I feel like I could be, I don't know, like sorting Skittles by color and taking the uh, taking the brainwaves. It would make some sort of cool beat. So I don't know. It was kind of weird. And yeah, thanks for watching.